Cooking is my thing, and I know this for a fact because whatever I touch my hand is as if it turns to gold. Literally, if I look at something and I recreate that without seeing the ingredients, it's just perfect. Hi, my name is Val. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I make vegetable soup the easy way. So let me break it down for you. Before I make any soup, I like to prepare. So preparing means boiling my meat, setting everything aside, making sure that once I start, it's just easy to go through with it. The key thing with cooking vegetable soup is to ensure that you use little or no water if you can avoid it. In terms of when you're cooking, if you have meat already cooked, then use little amount of water. If you're going to cook your meat from scratch, again, if you can avoid it, don't add any water, just cook the meat with its own water. I love more in my vegetable soup, so I have loads of more which my mom brought for me, so I sliced that into smaller pieces. I've already cooked my meat, so I use the stock from the meat to season my more. I added salt, bouillon powder, and then onion. Put it on low heat and then cooked until the liquid dried out. For your vegetable soup to stand out, you need a lot of crayfish and onions. Trust me, I know a lot of people don't like onions, but the flavor it gives your food is just something you cannot match. For my crayfish, I like to toast it a little bit and then sieve it through because crayfish has a lot of debris. So back to my pot of momo. Looking at this, you can see that it's fully cooked and there is no water left. At this point, I added my cooked goat meat and then followed by my paprika mix. So I did not show the paprika mix when I was blending it for you to see the quantity I used, because when I was blending the paprika mix, I did not intend to film. But at some point when I arranged everything as I normally do, I thought, you know what, it'll be easy to just film. So that's why. But looking at this, you can tell just from looking at this that the soup is going to be amazing. I added more onions because why not? I'm telling you for a fact, a lot of people don't like onions in your food, but you are missing out. And I think that blended onions and sliced onions, they taste quite different in food. Blended onions, I noticed have a little bit of bitter taste to it, whereas when you slice it is a little bit sweeter. So now I cover the pot and let this boil down, just because again, like I said earlier, you need little or no water when you're cooking your vegetable soup. I added my oil and crayfish, stirred everything together. So at this point, what you need to do is to ensure that your base, basically this is the base, is tasting so good. So this is where you need to test and check whether you need to add more salt or adjust to your taste, add more pepper. This is the time you do that. And if you need more salt, just like I did here, you add more salt. Usually when I cook vegetable soup, I use a combination of kale and spinach and it works perfectly well. But on this occasion, I was passing an African shop where I usually buy my things, and I saw this fresh ugu looking at me, and there's no way I was going to go home without buying it. So that's why I'm using, for this vegetable soup, ugu and spinach. So I added my ugu first because of the texture. You need to cook it down first before you add the spinach, which cooks very easily. So added my ugu, and this is where you have to be patient, because depending on the quantity you're cooking, it takes time to combine. So my arm was just feeling it. At some point I took a break and I was like, oh my god, what am I doing to myself? But it was worth it eventually. And at this point I was so happy to be done with stirring this, so I added my spinach at this point and stirred in. So turned off the heat, stirred in until combined. Whenever I cook this soup, I do not pair with anything. I like to enjoy it on its own. It is so good, so delicious. You should try to cook this. If you cannot get your hands on ugu, you can use kale and spinach and works just fine. Thank you for joining me today and watching my videos. I do appreciate you when you come here, and I am grateful to have such community. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give us a like or comment below, and this motivates me to keep pushing. Thank you. Bye for now.